In this video, let's explore response formatting in Microsoft Copilot Studio. Now, response formatting is one of the feature which comes as a part of your agent, which allows you to apply formatting to the response. Now, response formatting can also be applied at an instruction level, but this is a separate section as you see over here, which is available for uh, providing a proper format and style of the agent's response. Now, when you create an agent, you get an option to provide name, description, and then instruction. Now, you can also provide response formatting instruction in the instruction. However, response formatting section is a separate area in under generative AI, whereby you can format and style the agent's response. Now, some examples are given over here. It says, describe how the agent should craft this response. So, example like always respond in rhyming couplets, make all proper nouns bold, or for data related answers, respond with bullet points. Now I have used that, and I have initially I didn't put any instructions, so I just created a topic where in that topic it will uh, specify the legendary basketball players. So it has given me this without any formatting. Now, yes, it did internal formatting as a part of the large language model, but when I change the instruction, as you see now, it has given me the response in such a way that it made all the proper nouns bold. It specified always answers in rhyming couplets. So if you see the response, it is bit in a poetic format. So it has given me the response in rhyming couplets over here. So that's how you can change the response. Now that same uh, prompt, but in a different response. So this is like a rhyming couplet, and the previous one is a stock standard one. Like it gives you bullet, it properly bolds some of the items within the response, and you can fine tune and tweak the response by specifying the text in response formatting. So let's look into the demo and how do we do that. So let me go into copilotstudio.preview.microsoft.com, and here I will pick up my agent. So I've got a couple of agents created. So I'll go into demo agent, and I'll first show you where you can put the instruction. Now, if you see in demo agent, I have an area over here which says instructions. Describe what you want this agent to do, its tone and rules. So you can specify the formatting instruction here as well. Or there is a specific area. If you navigate to settings under generative AI, if you just scroll down, here you will see response formatting. So you can specify the format and style of the agent's response. Now, if you have written instruction in response formatting content in the instruction as well as in this area, then this particular segment will override the instructions. So there are multiple ways through which you can type in the instruction. You can format it bold, italics. Also, you can use Power Effects, and you can even put a link. Remember, the restriction is like it is just 500 characters at the moment, and it's in preview state. So let's go ahead and create a topic. So first, let me create a simple topic. Add a topic from blank, and here I'm gonna ask about say F1 race. So trigger this topic when user types F1. So if the user types F1, this particular topic should trigger. And here I will send a message, and I will specify see, F1 topic is triggered. And maybe if I want to give some response to the end user, so I will go ahead and go into advanced and maybe pick up generative answers. Now here in generative answers, I can uh, pick up what the user has typed in, or maybe I can just hard code this value. So in this case, I will just hard code this value and say uh, list Formula One top three legends. And in the data source, I'll go and click on edit, and here I'll say, okay, you can do a web search. And rest all things, I'll just keep it as it is. Now, I've just taken an example of creating generative answers, but then you can pick up whatever things you want. So I'll click on save, and I haven't updated any instructions. I haven't updated any response formatting. This is a plain simple topic. If the user types in F1, it will list down the top three legends. Now I have I have to specify it's Formula One sport, okay, because it might get confused with the formula of power effects or mathematical formula with Formula One. So I've just said list Formula One sport top three legend, and I click on save. Now if I type in F1, and it will say F1 topic is triggered, and then top three legends in Formula One sport is Lewis Hamilton, Michael Schumacher, and Ayrton Senna. Now it has given me this response. So let me change it to a light mode so that you can properly see the response. Let me type in the prompt again. So F1 is the prompt, and here you'll say F1 topic is triggered, and these are the three output. Now if I go into the instructions, so if I go into overview, and in the instruction I can say use double line breaks between bulleted items, and maybe I will just say use italics for legend name. I'll just click on save. So I've just put two instructions in the agent settings, and then I will again type in F1. And now if you see, we have changed the formatting. It has put the italics for the legend name over here, and it has given me in a different format. Okay, so if you see over here, it has given me in a bit different format. And now what I'll do is, let me go ahead and now go into the settings and go into the response formatting, and I will just say make legend name bold and I bold and underline. So I will not say italic, but I will just say make legend name bold and underline in the instruction. So in the instructions, we have said to make it italic. Over in response formatting, I've asked to make legend name bold and underline. Now, if I type in F1 again, and now it has said the top three legends in Formula One sport include Lewis Hamilton, Michael Schumacher, Ayrton. Now, here it has taken bold as an instruction. It hasn't taken italics as an instruction as we specified in the overview section. Why? Because it will override anything you write in the response formatting, it will override the instructions. And we can write multiple different formatting. So if you want these kind of response, like this is like a formal response, but if you want the response in say rhyming couplet, so let me remove this and let me see the instructions. So if you see, these are like the placeholder instructions. So I'll say make proper nouns bold, always respond in rhyming couplet. So always respond in rhyming couplets. And even I can specify include, or maybe I will just say use clear paragraph breaks. Use clear paragraph breaks for different topics. And I will say do not show response in bullet. So this is like the opposite of this, but just for experimenting, I have written always respond in rhyming couplets, use clear paragraph breaks for different topics, do not show response in bullets. And let me go ahead and then type in F1. Now, as you see, it has didn't bold it, didn't put a bullet, and also it has given in a rhyming couplet kind of a response. So, in a poetic way, it has given me the response in three different lines over here, because I have clearly specified I want that specific instruction to follow. So in the response formatting, always respond in rhyming couplets, use clear paragraph breaks, and do not show response in bullet. So that's it, folks. This is how you can basically use the response formatting. Now, as you see over here, under responses, you have primary response model. So you have an option to pick up the LLM over here. So it is GPT 4.0. I can pick up GPT 4.1 mini. And again, the response might be a bit different, but it won't be that drastically different. All the responses can be completely controlled by specifying the text in response formatting. Now, remember, this is in a preview stage. So make sure that you don't use this feature in the production agents. Thanks for watching.